I would be lying if I said I was happy to be in law school right now. But alas, we're here. So, I'll take you along with me because sometimes that makes it a little bit more bearable to speak into a void. That's not really a void. Anyway, tomorrow is our first day in person of the semester. The last 2 weeks have been virtual because COVID. I'm not sure that COVID is all that better, but here we go. Some people are very happy to be going back in person. I'm not one of those people, okay? I would gladly sit in my little apartment all day, okay, and not have to go anywhere. Because going in person means I have to get up earlier and I have to get dressed for the cold and I have to pack my lunch or I have to buy a lunch, neither of which I'm a fan of. The only pro is it's easy to pay attention in person. I talk to my friends even when we're not in school, so I don't even consider seeing them a pro. No offense, guys. Yes, I want to cry so bad right now. Anyway, we're getting our grades on like Wednesday this week, so I already know the energy is going to be super toxic and I'm just not looking forward to it at all. Can you tell that I'm over it? Anyway, I'm about to go to dinner with my friends because they just can't wait to see me till tomorrow, so. I'm kidding, okay? Most of the time I'm being sarcastic. That's one thing you have to know about me, okay? But I'm also not kidding. You know what? I don't even care. I don't care if you can tell that I'm kidding or that I'm not, or when I'm sarcastic or not. Anyway, I'm going to go get ready for dinner. I wasn't expecting to go this dramatic, but I think I just wanted to feel something, so I'll show you guys the fit. Hold on. Okay, gold chains, green sweater, Telfie, black jeans, white boots. Okay, rings. I picked out my outfit. I washed my dishes. That's all. I don't know how else to prepare for the day that lies ahead. I'm sorry, I'm usually not this anti, but I really don't want to do this. By this I mean go to school. I'm already so over it. I'm so over this entire semester. I want to apologize for my attitude last night. I'm still not happy to be going to school, but I am willing to pretend to be happy. Anyway, here's my outfit. It's 10 o'clock. Class starts at 10:30, so I'm about to leave right now. The good news is I know I'm not on call in my first class or my third class, so I just have to survive my second class and hope for the best there. Okay, see you later. Okay, hopefully you guys are happy to hear that I'm doing much better, okay? I'm in a significantly better mood than I have been for the past 24 hours, okay? School, it wasn't terrible. I think the hardest thing is just like going, but once I'm there, I'm like, okay, fine. Yeah, I'm also very happy to be home. Coming home, it feels that much better, that much sweeter. So yeah, anyway, I'm about to figure out what I need to do today. Probably just some reading, maybe look at some job stuff. I don't know. Whatever. Okay guys, it's 10 a.m. Tuesday morning. I'm about to go to the grocery store because I'm out of groceries. Hate being an adult. My voice sounds sounds a little whatever. Anyway, go to the grocery store and then I have a meeting at 12:30 with, yeah, whatever, I have a meeting. And then I'll go to class. So I'm gonna try to go to the grocery store, eat, and probably do some reading in this next couple hours. Here's the fit. Ty decided to come visit me today with no warning, so that was fun.
So your story?
No, I'm vlogging this week because we get our grades and people love that content.
Okay.
Okay, I need to rant for a minute because my contracts professor, okay, first of all, we get our grades tomorrow, right, for last semester. The whole process has been very opaque, as in not transparent, and like we just keep hearing like rumors. Oh, we're gonna get them at this time. No, we're gonna get them at this time. We go on this website. They send us an email. Like they haven't told us. Administration has not told us anything about the process, so that's annoying. Apparently, this is just the last thing I've heard. Apparently, we're gonna get them around the end of the business day, so like 4 or 5 o'clock. We're in class until 4:20, so we might be in class when we get our grades. And also, they like send an email for each class. Like it'll be like, your contracts grade is ready, your Civ Pro grade is ready, your torts grade is ready. And I'm just like, there's not a singular better way. Also, we get them at different times. Like everyone doesn't get their grades at the same time. And I'm just like, it's like, it feels like they are intentionally feeding into the anxiety. Okay, right. So anyway, that wasn't even what I was gonna rant about. I was gonna rant about my contracts professor. First of all, I love him, right? My favorite professor from last year. Anyway, he just sent us a document with like the rubric for the exam and like the range of the scores. And he was like, yeah, the lowest grade was like a 50 and the highest was a 97. And just gave us like all this statistical data, right? In the rubric. But we don't have the test. So this is just driving up anxiety levels because it's like, okay, we know somebody got a 97. We know somebody got a 50. We still don't know our grades. So I don't know how this is supposed to be helpful or comforting or anything. Also, professors at the school always love to say, you're all gonna do great, or you all did great. Everyone, you should all be proud of yourselves. Hello? That's not helpful. Has never once been comforting to hear. You all did great has never once been comforting to hear because we're graded on a curve. So even if we all did great, someone's still getting a B at the end of the day. So don't tell me we all did great, because then I'm just gonna be upset because now it's harder for me to get an A if we all did great. Okay, rant over. Hey guys! Hey. Do we think that we're gonna get grades during this class?
Hopefully not.
Yeah,
I agree. Hopefully not.
I feel like if they know it's good for them, they'll wait till after school.
Right, but I don't know if they know it's good for them.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Because we're already getting them at different times.
Right.
and they love stressing us out.
Yeah.
They do. Guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Fingers crossed. I'm home. It's 4:45. Still no grades. So you guys are probably like, okay, let's get to the good part. That's what I'm watching this video for. Okay, well, imagine how tired I am. I also want to talk about why this is such an anxious process in general, because I already feel it. People are going to be in the comments like, you guys shouldn't put so much value on letter grades. Like, find something else to care about. You're worth more than a grade, whatever. Okay, yes, we know, all right? Literally, the administration, our professors, everyone has been saying that for the past 2 weeks, and we know, okay? That's not the problem. At least I think for the majority of us, that's not the problem. It's not like putting all of our worth into these letter grades. It's more just like anticipation, hopefulness, that sort of thing. Like, have you ever been hopeful that something is gonna happen? That's what this is. Wanting to see the fruits of your labor. It's that sort of thing. It's not like I'm gonna spiral if I get straight B's. It's just gonna be like, oh, I hope that time that I put in amounted to my desired result, that sort of thing. Also, the anticipation, I think, is adding a lot of anxiety here because we finished these exams literally well over a month ago. So like, we've just had a lot of time to just be here and like, oh, I wonder how that went. So now that this moment is finally here, that's adding to a bit of the anxiety that I think is going on. I also asked my friends to send me reaction videos because I think it'll be more entertaining if more than just I do it. So yeah, shout out to them. Okay, see you soon, hopefully. Apparently it's up, so we're just gonna, oh God. Okay. Here we go.
I'm so scared to look, you guys. It's not even funny.
Okay, here we go.
It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Okay, this is contracts. Okay. Let's see. Well.
Okay.
You know what? That's all right. Hey guys, it's Friday and look at that, it's snowing. I'm having an okay morning. I can't find a document that I spent a lot of time writing, so I'm about to rewrite it in the next hour and a half before class. It's 4 pages, which isn't terrible, but is a lot, so I'm trying to keep a positive attitude. Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of All Dressed Up with Nowhere to Go. Today we are all dressed up and nowhere to go because there's a blizzard outside. On today's episode, we will be discussing grade reactions and racism. You just saw my and a few of my classmates' reactions to our grades not too long ago. I want to take a second to talk about that because you're probably like, well, what does that mean? Tell me more. And I'm going to tell you more, but not too much more. Okay, I can't talk like that anymore. Anyway, so we all reacted kind of differently, which is funny because our grades weren't that different, but we all reacted pretty differently. And I think a part of it was just pure shock, like the shock of just seeing your grade after imagining seeing it for so long to actually see it like on the screen finalized. Like, it's just a stunning feeling. Like when I saw mine, like I couldn't even speak because I was just like, oh wait, this is real. This is real, you know? So I think regardless of what you're expecting or what you're hoping, there's an element of shock to just seeing them for the first time. I also think that throughout my friend group, at least, the classes that we were expecting to do better in, like on an individual level, didn't end up being the classes that we did better in for most of us. Like, if I thought I did better in contracts, maybe I did better in torts. If my friend thought she did better in Civ Pro, maybe she did better in contracts. So I also think that's a part of the reaction, which I guess adds to the shock value. It's just like, oh, these are mine, are you sure? And it's also, I don't know, it's kind of weird because the class that you could have hated the whole semester, the class that you didn't understand the whole semester, could be the class that you ended up with the highest grade in. So they told us that our grades would be released individually. When I got on mine, they were all there, all 3 of them. So I was like, but some other people, like, they had to do 1 at a time or 1 and then 2. So now that the shock has settled, I don't really care anymore. And people are probably gonna ask, oh, how'd you do? I hope you did well. You know, my answer to that question will probably vary on a day-to-day basis, regardless of the fact that my grades are staying the same for the rest of my life. That sounded dramatic, but anyway, if someone asked me today how my grades are, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, I did well. If someone asked me tomorrow, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, I did fine. Or who knows, like my answer's gonna change even though my grades are what they are. So when the lowest grade you can get is a B, like, how do you even answer that question, you know? What's good? What's not good? Nothing is not good. So we all did well. Yay! On to our next topic, racism. And I just wanted to address this because as you guys have seen me throughout the week, this whole law school thing, it's super exhaustive, right? Just on the most academic of levels, on the most physical and mental of levels, like it's exhausting, okay? But then we have to add racism to the mix because, you know, just regular law school, of course, it's not enough. So recently in the news, one of the professors at my school, her name is Amy Wax, has been getting a lot of negative press because she keeps saying racist things, okay? She's been saying racist things for years, but she's tenured, which means she's very hard to remove. So a few years ago, she said that she's never seen a black person at Penn graduate in the top like quarter of the class or something. Number one, that's not true. Number two, even if it was true, okay, let's think about what social, economic, and other factors might contribute to black people not being at the top of the class of this Ivy League institution, okay? Let's take a moment to consider why black people have a harder time achieving in these kinds of settings, okay? Okay, Professor Wax, let's think about that because, okay, listen, I wasn't actually supposed to go too deep into this. Anyway, so recently she also said something about black people. She said that basically we shouldn't be expected to be in high places. We shouldn't be expected to be evenly distributed in high achieving professions because we just are innately less smart, basically is what she said. I'll put the quote on the screen so you can see exactly what she said. But she's basically saying that black people's struggles in this country and probably worldwide are a result of like innate or biological problems. Like it's giving eugenics, it's giving stupidity because we've proven time and time again, like it's not hard science at this point, that there is more variation within races than there is between races, which means black people as a whole don't share any specific gene. Like, so there's nothing that would make black people less smart or less capable of doing anything compared to any other race. So yeah, but she's stuck on the idea that race is like a biological thing, which is not a biological thing. It's a social construct. You can read more about that on your own time. If this is new information to you, I would suggest that you Google it as soon as possible. So yeah, that's what she said about black people about 3 days ago from this moment. So about a month ago, she brought up something about Asian students. She said that, or not even Asian students, just Asian people in general. She said that the US needs to allow less Asian immigrants. Listen, this is the model minority we're talking about here. So if she has a problem with them, she has a problem with everybody. But we already knew that. We already knew that. And she was talking about how, yes, Asian Americans are very like high achieving people academically as a whole. We can talk about the dangers of that stereotype as well, but again, you can read about that on your own time. But the point is, this tenured law professor at my Ivy League institution is using her position to basically say that the Asian people are too smart to be here and the black people are too dumb to be here, so let's get rid of them all. And that's funny to me for a myriad of reasons, truly, but me and my friend Victoria, right, Asian girl, we got the same exact grades. So is she too dumb? Am I too smart? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Something in this woman's logic is clearly not logicking. That's not even what I came here to say. I didn't come in because we knew she's wrong. So like I don't have to debunk anything that she's saying. I'm just ranting at this point. But what I came here to say is that it is so exhausting to have to defend your position at an institution every day especially when the institution is already exhausting in and of itself. Like, I'm sure that the white straight men at this school are also exhausted just being in law school. But when you have to add on an identity that you constantly have to defend, that people are constantly saying is the reason that you're here in the first place, or making assumptions that you are less smart, less capable, simply because of those identities, it's equally exhausting. And I think that's like a big part of the reason why this whole week I've just been like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go back. Please let me stay in my home away from everybody else. Because, listen, I haven't seen Amy Wax in the building before, but if I do, I'll let someone else finish that sentence. Yeah, and this is not like a Penn specific thing. The same literal thing happened at Georgetown this week as well. Like, racism is just a problem in academia, in the legal profession, and it's very difficult to be in a place that is just always making you exhausted. Like last semester, I was so so happy to be here, so fun, let me romanticize everything. And now I'm like, I'm tired. I'm tired, and I don't want to be here. And we're just gonna hope that it gets better. Penn has sanctioned Miss Wax. We'll see if that leads to her being fired. She has made it clear that she will not go down without a fight. She claims to have worked very hard to be in the position where she can spout her racism without any effect. And that's the other thing, okay? This is my last point. People are defending her on the grounds that tenured professors are supposed to be protected so that there is academic freedom and free speech, and so that minorities don't get fired for going against the status quo. So historically, what that means is that people who are underrepresented, people like me, not people like Amy Wax, can do like real research and talk about racial issues and sexuality issues and things like that without the fear of getting fired for being too progressive by their job. People like Amy Wax have taken that to spout a minority position that is just so far backwards that it's not academic freedom anymore. It's not about free speech in the sense that she should be allowed to research on things that she cares about and share controversial facts. No, these are literally just her opinions that we know are wrong. If this was something that is still being debated, is still like relevant in some scientific or academic sense, well then it would make sense for her opinions to be protected by free speech, by academic speech, that sort of thing, without her getting fired. But we all literally know that what she's saying is not true. It has no factual basis. It has been debunked 100,000 times. And it's also funny to me because like she really is under the impression that Black people cannot succeed in these environments. Meanwhile, the current editor-in-chief of Law Review at Penn is a Black woman. The next editor-in-chief of Law Review at Penn is also a Black woman. The person who just won Best Oral Advocate at Penn is a Black woman. Like, how many times do we have to prove ourselves for people to stop doubting, okay? Stop. Like, we do this. We literally do this, okay? So yeah, that's all I have to say on that. I think this might be where I end my video because I don't think I'm doing anything else this week. About to get snowed in, so that's super fun. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.